What up, YouTube fam? CC here today. I apologize, I'm late, but I want to go over team leaders with you, and honestly, the best way to do them, right? I know a lot of people have covered who you should get and all that. That's great, right? Maybe they've got good advice. I don't know, because I'm listening to me, and I think you should too. So let's go over what team leaders are first, just in case you've been living under a rock or, whatever. So team leaders, there is a team leader set for each team in the NFL. 16 on AFC, 16 on the NFC. You put in a gold token and a silver token of that team. You get an 80 overall player. You essentially need 5 of them, and then you can get an 86 overall player after playing some solos with them, right? So my take on team leaders is you need 8 for Mutt Master. If you need to do 8, that puts you technically halfway to one of these master sets, whether it's Mac or it's Beckham, right? It puts you halfway because you just need to do all of the AFC or all of the NFC, respectively, right? So what you should do is if you have to do 8, pick a conference and do 8 in that conference. Because that means you only need 8 more to get essentially a free MasterCard at 93 overall. Those cards are selling for a lot of coins, and they're very good if you wanted to keep them, right? So what I would do, and what I've been doing, just a little grinding, is I'm doing the NFC, right? I'm going to do all 16 teams in the NFC. And I'm doing it the smart way, doing the solos, right? So the way you should attack solos for these is just pick a team, right? And you play all of these strings of solos, right? You can play all the way through this with silver cards, gold cards in your lineup for the team chemistries, right? And at the end of this string of solos, you get one of the 80 overall team leaders, which that takes down a gold or silver token from what you need, right? Additionally, you get some contracts. You get a gold player here. You get 2 gold players, a silver token, a quick sell, right? Quick sells, I mean, you're probably not going to pull anything. And then you get to that point. And then the elite tier, you get a gold token in the second solo, and the third one, which you need all 5 of the 80 overall team leaders for, you get the 86, right? And when you beat this solo, you get the collectible you need to do the Beckham or the Max set, right? So you technically only have to buy 3 gold tokens for a team, which is the expensive part. Silver tokens are the same price for every team. So all you need to do is 3 gold tokens for every team, right? And if you don't have the coins, these solos they pay fine, right? They pay off pretty fine. Solos, right? You may have to play more solos than you want, right? But we also need to get 500 from Up Masters. So if you're aiming for that, you're probably playing the solos, right? So we see that each solo string, really, for a team, awards us with 26,000 coins, which is pretty close to covering the cost of one more team leader. Gold token, silver token combination, right? It's probably not quite there, but you also get the quick sell. So we'll just say, on average, you'll probably walk away with like 30k from doing, 19 solos, right? So you can do all of the NFC solos. And if you need coins, hop in and do the AFC ones as well, right? Sure, you can't sell the cards that you get. The quick sell, you're probably not going to get anything, but you can still get it. You can still get the 80 overall, but it's the right move. It's the right move. 100%. 100%. If you're not looking to do the 16, if you just say, CC, I can't do that. I don't have the coins. I don't have the time. I totally understand. This isn't for you at this point, right? But if you want to finish a little bit of a grind, it's going to be worth it. And as long as you map it out and do it smartly, it's going to pay off, right? It's going to pay off. So a little note for how you should play these solos. Every time you get into a game here, when you go to the ready up screen, it takes you to this screen. Change your event type to quick presentation and change your play clock to 10 seconds remaining. Do this every solo. That means that even when the computer has the ball, it's going to go down to 10 seconds. So it's like a perpetual chew clock on at all times. So please do that every time. When you have to play so many solos, it's going to save you. It's going to save you time, right? It's not going to save you a day, but it's going to save you some sort of time, right? Now, as for, like for me, I'm doing the NFC, so I'm just going to talk about the NFC, right? And you have to pick the 86 overall you want from each team. So I'm going to tell you who I think you should pick for each of these, right? So for the Bears, the 3 good ones are Kyle Fuller, who's a pretty good corner. Adrian Amos is a fast safety, right? And then you've got Kyle Long. For my scheme, Kyle Long fits really well. I like a good pulling guard, so I'll probably get Kyle Long. From the Bucks here, to me, the only person you probably should get is Quan Alexander, because he's speedy linebacker, but you're going to get a couple of those throw these. So, like, if you don't need another speedy linebacker, you don't want the depth for it, pick someone else. The Cardinals, obviously, everyone's going to do Deion Buchanan. For the Cowboys, I know a lot of people probably want to do Dak Prescott. If you don't have a quarterback, you got to do Dak, right? If you have a quarterback, Byron Jones is your move. For the Eagles, again, this is tricky. Sproles is kind of good. Bradham's kind of good. You could get Jernigan. He's a D tackle. That way you don't actually have to spend coins on D tackle. For the Falcons, I think all 5 of these are really good, but you have to get Tevin Coleman here. For the 49ers, it's between Jimmy Ward and Eric Reed, depending on which position you need. Pick one of those 2. For the Giants, it's Sterling Shepard or Eli Apple, in my opinion. Right? If you want to add depth at corner, you get Apple. If you want to add depth at receiver, you get Shepard. Simple. For the Lions, really, I would get Golden Tate. But I don't really have a lot of reason behind that. This one's kind of pointless. For the Packers, if you really like a good receiving back, Ty Montgomery's really good. But I'm going to get Nick Perry here. For the Panthers, I'm definitely going to get Bradbury. He's a good corner. He's got some speed. He's got some hit power. He's definitely someone I want on my team. For the Rams, you could go with almost anyone. The Rams are actually a really good team. Gurley's a monster. Mark Barron's a beast. Robert Quinn, you could play him at the end. Roby Coleman is a fast corner. And Maurice Alexander is really, he's a pretty good safety in the game. But I'm probably going to go Barron or Gurley here. For the Redskins, Pryor or Crowder are the move here. Unless you need a tackle, then go Moses. But Pryor or Crowder, either one, very good picks. For the Saints, this is tough because I think they're all kind of crap. So just pick your poison. The Saints are not a good team. For the Seahawks, Cliff Averill is who I would pick. He's a monster in the game. Frank Clark's sort of the same, but Cliff Averill is who you're going. And the Vikings, this is tough because Daniel Hunter is really, really good in the game. But we got to go Barr, right? You got to go Barr. You got to go Barr. How do you not go Barr? And I haven't really looked at the AFC, so I'm just going to roll through these quickly for you guys, give you my opinion on who you should get. For here, Carlos Dunlap. For the Bills, take Tyrod Taylor. For the Broncos, I'd take Roby. For the Browns, if you don't have the rookie premier Myles Garrett, I'd get Kirksey. For the Chargers, Jatavis Brown. For the Chiefs, Ron Parker or Schwartz. For the Colts, I like Moncrief, maybe Vontae Davis. For the Dolphins, Devontae Parker's pretty good. For the Jags, it's Miles Jack, easy. For the Jets, I don't know, shoot yourself or something like this. These are bad. This is a bad set of picks. Probably Carpenter. For the Patriots, again, really bad set of picks. If you need line, get Solder. For the Raiders, again, not great because that Crabtree's kind of slow. The Reggie Nelson, the correlate one, plays pretty well. But Gabe Jackson's a good guard, or Carl Joseph. Either one. For the Ravens, probably Mike Wallace is the only one I would go there. For the Steelers, if you need a center, Pouncey's great. Hayward's good as well. For the Texans are bad. I don't know. Maybe don't ever do the Texans. And for the Titans, obviously, you want to get Mariota. So that's how I'm attacking team leaders. Keeping my costs down as much as possible. I'm not too far along into it. I guess I have a bunch of coins, but even though I have a bunch of coins, the reason I have a bunch of coins is because I'm not willing to just go spend and buy. Like when I'm looking to buy cards on the block, if I was like having to do these Cardinals gold tokens, I needed to buy 5 of each, 70, 74, and 75 through 79. I'll sit on the block for half an hour trying to snipe a card to save some coins, and you probably should too, right? If time is of the essence for you, then maybe that's not your plan, but that's what I've been doing. So hope this can help lead you guys in a direction on team leaders. Hopefully you didn't go down the wrong path already. I apologize for not getting this out earlier. I've had a lot going on in my life recently. Some of it is amazing. Some of it is hard stuff to deal with. But that's not for YouTube. That's for me to handle. But until next time, I am CC, and I'm out. Peace.